here at the Gaming Tech Summit Africa 2025, and with me here today I have Apanga Lamtiig from the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Could you please introduce yourself?
Thank you very much, my dear sister Mary. My name is Lamtiig Apanga. I'm a private legal practitioner. I'm a lawyer, trained lawyer in Ghana, and I have been appointed as the acting deputy commissioner, which is number 2 for the Gaming Commission of Ghana, and I'm in charge of operations.
We've seen recent developments in the gaming ecosystem in Ghana, and President John Dramani recently signed into law the legislation abolishing the 10% betting tax. This followed after a public outcry, to which his party had and did this reform. Why do you think it is important for the new government to listen to the cries of the gamblers in regards to taxation?
Very well. You must appreciate something, that every government must respond, or everyone who is serving the public interest must respond to the public demand. So before the government could take that decision, there was a survey across the country, and one of the demands from the youth was that they want an abolishment of the betting tax, because they thought it was an inhibition to their source of entertainment, because gambling is a source of entertainment. And so if there's a limitation to how they can be entertained, apart from all the frustrations they have in life, if they are going to be frustrated by another tax element again imposed on them, then it's important that it's taken out. So the government made a promise during campaign that when we win the elections, I was part of the party, that's why I say we, when we win the elections, it will be abolished. And indeed, true to the word of the president, it was abolished. Now, this abolishment, one, is to encourage consumption. It's also to take away that barrier that has been imposed on people who want to find gaming as a source of entertainment amidst all the frustrations that they can have. And it has been a good response since it was abolished. The youth and most of the people who are in the gaming industry or involved in gaming have come out to applaud the president, have come out to applaud the government for taking a good step in listening to them. And this is a good move in encouraging consumption in that area.
Thank you. And how has the market dynamics changed in regards to the new business entrants and the revenue in general?
I mean, generally, once you take out a barrier that affects consumption, you're going to increase consumption. And increasing consumption means that you're going to have more participation in the gaming landscape. Once there's an increase in participation, then revenues would eventually go up. As far as the introduction or the bringing in of new investors, you know that every investor is looking at the market volume, is looking at how much betting is played in the market, and that can sustain his business. And so you will find out that there are now new companies who are urging and making all attempts to come into Ghana because they see an opportunity. They see that by removal of that betting tax, there's an increase in consumption, which eventually is going to increase the volumes, and therefore it will be good to come in there. But remember that this decision is taken close to about 3 or 4 months ago, so we can't really assess the true impact in this short period. We may be able to assess it perhaps in a year or two to see how much impact has the decision made to, but generally you can tell that there's an increase in consumption, which is attracting new investments, and even the existing investors who are also increasing their investments, which is good.
We have other countries such as Rwanda who are doing the opposite of what Ghana is doing by increasing the GGR. For example, in Rwanda, they increased it from the initial 13% to 40%. What lessons do you think, or what advice can you give such countries in regard to that?
Well, let me be fair to you. You can't just compare countries on the face of it. Every country has its own dynamics. There could be information that validated the decision in Rwanda, and that information I'm not privy to, so I cannot know why they made that decision. But we have looked at our market dynamics, we have looked at the situation in Ghana, and we think it's a good decision to remove the betting tax. It has brought relief to a lot of people. In the case of Rwanda, perhaps their drive is to, don't forget that tax is for revenue mobilization. So Rwanda may be aiming at increasing tax profit revenue mobilization. At the same time, too, they may be focusing on how they can perhaps minimize participation in the betting industry. And so the dynamics are different, and I would not expect Rwanda to do exactly what Ghana has done. They know their system, they understand what is going on in their country, and perhaps the decision they have taken may be suitable to them. Our decision is exactly also suitable for us and is working well for us.
Okay. May was the Mental Wellness Month for the Ghanaians, and the Gaming Commission of Ghana hosted a webinar to enlighten the public on the effects of gambling on mental health. What are the key takeaways you got from this session?
Very well. So May across the world is celebrated as the Purple Month. And the Purple Month means Mental Awareness Month. So the Gaming Commission of Ghana, in collaboration with the Mental Health Authority of Ghana, teamed up to organize a series of programs. In this, we had a webinar where we had gotten experts in the mental health area, persons in the gaming across the country. We had someone from the UK, we had somebody from Ghana, we have other persons who came in and gave us good discussions on the effect of gambling or gaming addiction on the mental health. We also had campus interactions because we realized that the most vulnerable bracket of the population is the youth, and most of them are in school. And so we went into two major university campuses, the University of Professional Studies and the Accra Technical University, where we brought even parliamentarians to speak to the youth about the effect of gaming addiction. My take on this is that we are creating more and more awareness on the dangers of gaming addiction so that people are warned, just as you are warned when you are buying cigarettes, that cigarettes can be harmful. When you are taking alcohol, you can told that the alcohol can be harmful. We are providing enough information so people will take responsible decisions. What we are aiming at is to have a sustainable environment. Every business must think about sustainability. If you are bringing in people to consume your product and they cannot come back and consume again, you can't sustain the business. But if you have a regular consumption in a routine manner, in a repetitive manner, then you can sustain business. So we are aiming at creating awareness on mental health and the effect of it on gaming and mental health, so that we can eradicate the problems associated with mental health and gaming.
And recently in Ghana, the Commission abolished the betting farms operating near schools and places of worship. What other initiatives is the Commission doing to regulate, especially the digital space, to reduce the negative influence of gambling to minors?
Okay, so generally in Ghana, we don't allow the establishment of gaming centers or betting houses near schools and hospitals and churches because of the vulnerability that we will expose people to. But what we've also realized is that others can go online irrespective of the restrictions. So one key thing we've done is that before you can establish an account to go online to bet, you need your Ghana card, which is your ID card. And because it's against the law for a minor to participate in gambling, any gambling activity, it's actually in section 48 of our act that anyone under 18 years cannot participate in gambling activity. And so the card has your date of birth and some bio details. So you need to upload all that into the account creation platform before you can participate in any online gaming activity. And so if you are not 18 and above, first of all, the system will not allow you to be able to open the account and to be able to participate. I know that there's a phenomenon where now some parents think that they have children who are lucky kids, they call them, and then they end up giving their phones to them to play because those kids, when they play, they win. But it's dangerous. It's very dangerous because you are, as a parent, you're supposed to be responsible for the upbringing of your child. So if you expose your child to such danger at a very young age, you are also causing a lot of harm to us. But what is good is that when a minor participates in that, the minor cannot go and claim the win because you have to show up with an ID. But once you are a minor, you can't get the win if you won the bet. And so those are some of the measures we are bringing in online to check online gaming and manage the situation where minors will not get involved in gambling activities.
Thank you very much, Apanga. that conversation was really insightful. See you around.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.